Hello, World Civilization 106 class. Welcome to week 6. And so I just want to mention that looking at the discussions that you all have been doing about Hinduism and the 2 articles on Ashoka, they've been really great. And I like reading those of you who are to see many of you students getting engaged with the material and realizing that in many ways historians don't always agree about the exact outcome of certain events or the exact nature, let's say, of the way that a ruler rules, or what value to put on their legacy. And I liked how a lot of you saw some of the comparisons to the way that the ancient Israel historical analysis was with regards to, let's say, the book of Joshua and what the archaeologists have been doing and how those things contradict, and everybody trying to make sense of these stories. So I also just want to not so much apologize, but to say that this section, I really wish that I could do more Southeast Asian history. When I first put this lecture together, I really only knew or had very strong knowledge of China, Japan, and Korea. And when it comes to Vietnam, Laos, Indonesia, Thailand, Cambodia, and so on, I had a very weak knowledge. And then I ended up spending almost a year in that part of the world and reading up on it. But now I also don't know where to fit them into my lectures because I just run out of time and I have so much to cover in all my classes. So I always want to remind some of you that unfortunately in a world civilization class, at times I just can't cover all civilizations, and so it's not a political statement on my part as to why I will talk about one history and neglect another. So I just want to point that out. I hope that you're going to enjoy watching some of these videos that I'm showing on China and some of the popular culture legends or myths, and such as the Monkey King and Guan Yin. When I was in Hong Kong, just for example, Monkey King themes are all over the place. So I was I would go shopping in an area, Lascar Road in Hong Kong, which has a lot of kitsch, I guess you'd say, items. But here, this is the symbol. This is the Monkey King that's dominated by the hand of the Buddha. Okay, so the Monkey King is this powerful, you'll see the story, he's out of control, but he's calmed and weighted down by the Buddha. And some say that this represents that the mind or thought that we can't shut off often is like the Monkey King, and to meditate in the stillness, the Buddha calms the mind. That's one of the stories I heard, but it's very popular here. One of the men, the same place that I was buying that from, he said, they're always trying to sell something that's supposed to be good luck, by the way. It's a very common theme within Asia, Far East and Southeast Asia. And he said, what's your profession? And I said, I'm in education. And he goes, you have to have this for good luck. That's Confucius. So we're also learning about Confucius, right? And so he told me this is what the teachers have to have. So I had this. And then this, I don't actually remember his name, but he kills bad spirits in your house. And, again, those are just items that you buy at a shop in Hong Kong, but they also represent some of the things or the images and the stories that do play out in a real way in the lives of some more traditional minded folks in that part of the world. And so I'm hoping that you'll find all of this information that we cover extremely informative. You'll notice that for the discussions, I give you a lot of options, so you don't have to write about all of them. Sometimes when I put or, students will write to me and say, Mr. Pollack, do I have to write about all of those things? No, no, no. I'm giving you several themes that you can go over, and I want to just see you, bring up a great discussion based on one of those sets of options that I have. And you can add a little bit in there if it's complementary, but that's basically what I want you to do for the discussions this week. So as of now, just keep communicating with me if there's any problem. If you're seeing that you don't like your grade, or you have an issue about how I graded a paper, or anything else, please always contact me. And I'm continually trying to make myself available beyond just my office hours that I have on Wednesday. I do have those open, but if you do want to communicate with me on Zoom and you want to use those hours, still, if you can give me a heads up, that would be helpful. And if you need another time to meet with me, please also let me know, and I'll make the time another time for you to do that as well. So I hope you all had a great weekend. I hope that all of you will have a wonderful week. And by the way, aside from just a few things on the news, if anybody's paying attention, there's a lot going on, and there's a lot that could be going on. And if things escalate, then I'll probably make myself available for a little discussion about some of that in the history. Hopefully, there'll just be some very high quality diplomacy, and we can let that go for now. But I don't know what's going on right now, so we'll all just kind of hope for cooler heads to prevail. So that's it, and we'll be in touch.